everybody. Welcome to Cooking with Tupperware on Tuesday night. We are champions, and we are so glad you're here this evening. We got a lot going on, some really cool recipes. It's our birthday month, so we're super excited about that too. I'm filling in momentarily for our business leader, Pam Cliff, because she is with family in Georgia, and she's going to be on in a little bit, but she had to get her internet situated. So in the meantime, here I am, okay? I'm Jenny Cheatham, and I've been with Tupperware for about 9 years, but we are going to get right into it. And so I'm going to introduce you to somebody that's been one of my friends the longest in Tupperware. She was one of the first people I met when I started, and she had just started too, so that made it nice. And she's going to show you an amazing cake recipe and some of our cool hostess gifts for those of you that are on that are having a party, or those of you that are on that are going to have a party. You're going to love this stuff. So Amy Gardner, take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Jenny. Just like Jenny said, we have been friends for a very long time. And actually we both started selling Tupperware 9 years ago. All right. So we've been in it for a while. And let me just tell you, it's absolutely fun. It's amazing. We've met friends and we've gotten some amazing products. Okay, so one of which I used earlier today for part 1 of my recipe. So I am making, it's called a strawberry poke cake, and this is actually a Weight Watcher friendly recipe. So depending on your ingredients that you use, it can be as little as 4 points. All right, so but it's a lot of fun. And I used a sugar-free cake, and on the back I just followed these instructions up here, basically with the water, the eggs, and instead of using oil, I used applesauce, unsweetened applesauce. All right. So, and I used our stack cooker. Our stack cooker is so amazing, and you're going to see another cake done in this tonight, and it's going to be fun. But anyway, this is one of my most favorite products, and one of my very first pieces of premium products, because here in Tupperware we have quite a few premium products. Premium products are those that you can cook with, and that are kitchen helpers, basically. I absolutely love these kitchen helpers because they can help families spend more time around the table rather than around the stovetop, right? Or going through the drive-through all the time. So this is amazing because you can do so many different things in your stack cooker. Plus, it is the material that it's made out of is very safe for going into your microwave, and it's very, very sturdy. You can take a sledgehammer to this. True story. I have a girlfriend. Okay, she is in Tupperware. I met her here in Tupperware, and her son took our vent insert, like not vent insert, took what is like the stack cooker. I believe it was same material. Anyway, took it and at his dorm room, duct taped it to the wall, and had other people try to take a sledgehammer to it to break it, and they paid him. He bet them that they couldn't break it, and guess what? He made a lot of money. So anyway, it's a very durable material, and you don't have to worry about it ever breaking. All right, or staining. And it's something that you can cook in. And when you cook in the microwave, you're actually saving lots of time from cooking and energy from cooking in the oven. All right. So anyway, I made my cake, and it is a yellow cake. And it is in our beautiful, I want to call it Clearly Elegant, but it's actually crystal. Like, gosh, why can't I think? Help me, Jenny, what's the name of it?
Ice prisms. Ice prisms.
Ice prisms. Okay, because they're so beautiful. All right, look at that. I love this. All right, but in here I have my cake. So ta-da! Now what we're going to do with this yellow cake, we're going to make this yellow cake turn pink. All right, so after you bake the cake, we're baking it in the microwave, and I do mine 8 minutes. I have a very high-tech microwave. Okay, so 8 minutes and it is done, and you'll know when it's done because it's going to come around the outside it's going to come off. All right. So it's going to pull itself in more towards the cone. And it kind of has like little dots in there. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to make some more dots in there here in a second. But first, we're going to take, I already have a hot, this is our micro pitcher. Love this for melting butter, for melting chocolate, and for making Jello in. So we have some sugar-free strawberry Jello, and our shears are amazing. They do cut through meat, and they cut through frozen meat. All right. So you don't have to have, they're very, very sharp. All right. Very, very sharp, very, very nice. And very handy to have in the kitchen. I use them all the time to cut up my chicken. I use them to cut up my vegetables when I'm making my stir fry. Because I like them, you know, in big chunks, and it's just really handy to cut them up with my scissors. I also use them to cut pizza. So we make homemade pizzas, and then instead of having, because we don't have a pizza knife always available, the kitchen shears work amazing to just pick it up and cut it through. All right. So I have my spatula. It's heat resistant, and it's already stirred up my nice hot water and Jello. Okay, so it's all nice and dissolved. Now I'm going to use 1 cup of cold water. Actually, not a whole cup. It's only a half a cup of cold water. All right, so this is the second part to the micro pitcher, because when you have your when you are melting your butter, you want to put this over top, and it's going to drip a little bit. That's okay. And you're going to put this over top, and it's going to look kind of like a duck. All right. And set that aside. And then you're going to put it in just like this in the microwave, and you're going to melt that butter, and it's going to be amazing. All right. So now, before I actually,
Can you bring me my water, please?
pour, hi Pam, pour that in. We're going to go ahead and poke it. All right. So this is a strawberry poke cake. So we're poking the cake with my giant toothpick. That's what the kids call it. All right. And so that when I go ahead and pour this on top, all right, put that down because I know me and I will have a mess. So we're just going to pour this all over the top, and it's going to go inside of the cake. And then once this is all done, we are actually going to put it into the refrigerator for at least 3 hours. All right. Now, if you can put it in for longer than 3 hours, then the longer the better, just because it can set up better, right? And it's doing a pretty good job at holding most of that Jello. Some of it will probably go down to the bottom of my dish, but that's okay. And once this is done, I'm actually going to, when it's all done, I'm going to cut it up and then serve it in this bowl at church. All right. So my kids, we did have this on Mother's Day, and I'm going to tell you, it was amazing. I was like, what are we going to have for dessert? And I'm like, I found a recipe. So we have the cake. All right. It's soaking up all of that yummy goodness, and it will look absolutely beautiful there. All right. Isn't that so pretty? My husband's like, oh, we got new balls. He was very, very happy. So once that is done, we're going to set that, all right, here just for now. And then we're going to put it into the refrigerator here in a bit. Then you're going to pull it out and look at that. Look at how beautiful it turns out. Oh my goodness. It looks like a marble cake, doesn't it? So we have some fresh cut strawberries. So this is how you serve it. Now that is a ginormous piece of cake, but that's okay. We're going to put some of these beautiful strawberries. Look at those strawberries. All right. So I'm not going to lie. I got these at Aldi's. all right, and they were less than $2. So, and they may have been a little bit dirty when I first got them, but they work. So all you have to do is clean them up, okay? And because it was just a little bit of dirt. Dirt don't hurt, right? So you have your strawberries and your cake. And let me just tell you, let me share with you our Fridge Smart real quick. All right, because this, okay, so they were dirty, but you want to bring them home dirty and dry, and that's what they were. They were dirty and dry, and store them in your Fridge Smarts because they're going to last you so much longer than if you just go, if you bring them home and you wash them up and then you put them back, you put them in here. All right, they're going to last so much longer. Look at how beautiful those are. So these are, gosh, a little over a week old. And there is no mold on any of them. They are not mushy at all. They are beautiful and they are so sweet as well. And on here, we do have a cheat sheet for you. All right, so I'm going to share with you a little tip. When you have this lid, okay, there's a little slider on here. This slider is the indicator to indicate how to keep your produce fresh. All right, because some like to have a little bit of air, some like to have a lot of air, and some don't like any air at all. So this is the aerator up here. All right, so this is, you're going to move this back, this little slider back and forth, and right now it is in the middle and it's closed. So that means it doesn't have any extra air. And here you can see the strawberries. All right, they want to be closed. So there's a full circle on here. You put that slider across from this picture here, which is not going to scratch off. It's not going to wash off. You don't ever have to worry about any of that. And then you just go by this guide. So if it were something that were over on this side, then I would slide it all the way to the left. Yeah, to the left. All right. And if it were, but it's in the middle. So the middle, we want it in the middle. Or if it was on the right, then you want to slide all the right. Now there is an X on here. The X means they do not recommend putting that into the refrigerator. All right. Now, some people are like, tomatoes, I put tomatoes in the refrigerator. Well, we grow tomatoes. I'm just going to let you know, when you put a tomato in the refrigerator, it stops the ripening process and it's going to be nice and hard. Now, if you go and you buy a tomato that is already softened, it's as soft as you want it to be, then go ahead and put it in the refrigerator. The same goes with an avocados. You always want to make sure that your avocados are sitting out because they're going to get really hard in the refrigerator. Now, if it's a few days old and you need it to stop the aging process, then put it in your refrigerator and it'll stop it and it'll last you a little bit longer. All right. But the same goes with your other, like your kiwi. All right. And I'm not sure about eggplant because I don't buy eggplant, but plums and peaches are also the same way. And bananas, you can actually store bananas in your Fridge Smart on your counter, and those you pull them apart and you store them in there and they'll stay nice and fresh. So, but anyway, you can cut them up and you can store them in your ice prisms. I remembered, but isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. I absolutely love this line. Plus it comes with a picture. So you can make a fun picture of maybe some punch to go with your cake. And then you can serve it in your glasses. Aren't those gorgeous? Oh my gosh. I absolutely love these. My kids love them too. And these probably hold 2 cups. It says right on the bottom, 2 cups. So you have 2 cups of milk, or you can have 2 cups of a cocktail, right, to go with your yummy dessert. All right, back to you, Jenny or Pam.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Way to go, girl. And so I'm sorry for getting on late. I'm sorry I had internet failure in my granddaughter's bedroom. So I had to come out on the line, chase everybody off of here. And I'm thrilled to be with you guys tonight. Are you excited about our birthday month? And you know what? We've got great chefs up for you tonight. Amy, you did a wonderful job. I love that cake. Mommy used to make a cake like that when I was a little girl. So yummy. And fresh strawberries, of course, beautiful fresh strawberries. And so guys, we have some trivia for you today. We want to know, and you have to answer in the chat. And when you answer in the chat, by the way, we're watching the chat. We don't really know who was first to answer what we see might be different than one you see because the algorithms. And so we're just going to do a drawing after this, but go ahead and answer in the chat because we want to see who can get this. Generally speaking, how many people in the world have the same birthday? Always wonder about that. I know like 3 people that have my birthday, which I think that's a lot. That's like a big number. And they're all really great friends. And so it's kind of odd to have 3 friends that have your birthday. And so I want to know how many people you think it's not, the answer is not 3. Generally speaking, how many people in the world have your birthday? All right. So put your guesses in there and give us shout. We'll give you a shout out if you get close. And while we wait for that, we're also going to go to our next chef in just a minute. But I want to do a random drawing because we're a little behind on our drawing and give away free stuff. And we love to give away free stuff. And so we need to know how many guests we have on here and how many hosts we have on here. So if you have not signed in yet, it's time to sign in. And right there in the chat, say, my name is Pam and I'm a guest with Jenny or whatever. Don't say that unless that's true. All right. But you go ahead and put your information down there so we can put you in our drawings for free stuff. And if you're a host, make sure you tell us that you're a host because you'll be in a grand drawing tonight for a hostess only to win. And we love to have that package of Tupperware going out just a little more special. All right. And so Jessica, how many people do we have on tonight?
24.
All right, great, 24. And Jenny, how many, did anybody get the answer right? Or even get close?
They're not doing bad, but they're a little low.
All right, they're not hot yet. What's your highest guess?
I have 2 million.
Oh, that's close. Not.
Yeah. 200,000, 6 million.
All right, the answer is 20 million. Is that crazy? That's crazy. All right, so Jessica, did you tell me 27 people?
24.
24. Hey, Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 24.
A random number between 1 and 24 is 6.
Number 6. Jessica, who's number 6?
Number 6 is Myra with Vicky Cochran. Congratulations.
All right, Myra, congratulations. You're our first winner tonight, but we're going to send you some swag and so some free Tupperware. So what we need from you is make sure that your host gets your address, which Sherry has it, and sends it over to us. Or you can find me on Facebook, Pamela Matheny Clift. We would love to send you free stuff. All right. And so next, we're going to turn it over to Chef Garrett. And he is all ready to go. We love our Chef Garrett, and you're going to enjoy him too. So let's take it away, Chef Garrett.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Tonight, I'm going to be actually making in our stack cooker, I'm going to be making an upside down cherry cake. Absolutely just decadent and divine. I've already started a little bit to get ahead of the game. And what I did is in my 3-quart, which is the largest part of it, which is 3 quarts, I put 3 tablespoons of butter in here and got it melted in the bottom. I put it on 30% power in my microwave and did it for about 2.5 minutes to get it all melted. And then I'm going to add a cup of packed brown sugar into my butter. If I can get it to so packed in there, I couldn't get it to come out. So we're gonna put that in there so the brown sugar can mix in with the butter. While I'm mixing this up, I love using this stack cooker because what it does for me is I can cook my dinner, a complete dinner, in between 20 and 30 minutes. I can get a 3-course meal in here with the different stacks that we have, because there's this 3-quart piece that's here, and then there's also a smaller bit that stacks right into it, which is 1 3/4 size, 1 3/4 quarts size, sorry. And then there's a top piece, which is just about a 3/4 of a quart itself. And you can put all of your ingredients in those 3 bits and put it in your microwave, and you can have a complete dinner in 20 to 30 minutes. And so that makes it really easy on me, easy cleanup. and that's one of the big reasons why I love it. So yeah, and so what I've done is I put my brown sugar in here, mixed it in with the butter, and add to it. Have 1 can of cherries. I'm going to use my can opener here, or Tupperware can opener. I love this. I'm one of those guys that can never use a can opener, and then Tupperware showed me our can opener, and I use it all the time. I can open up anything now, so absolutely love it. I'm going to take half of my jar of cherries, and I'll put it down here into my base. Kind of mix it all through there. I'll show you here in just a second. So I got about half my cherries in there. And then in another piece, this is our whipping mix. And in our whipping mix, to mix up my cake batter, I have a cup of water, a 1/4 cup of oil. I just use vegetable oil, and 3 eggs, and then 1 box of white cake mix. Very simple. Put my lid on here, and I'm just going to crank this a few times to get it all mixed up. Good thing about this too is it has 2 different settings on here. So if it's a little bit hard to mix one, you just turn it on to the next setting, mix it up here real good. A couple in there. And it gets all mixed up nicely. I'm gonna have a mess here on my counter now. And you get your cake mix all mixed in there real quick. And I'm gonna take half of my cake mix and put it in my stack over here, and get it all evenly around there, like that. I like to just kind of shake this up just a little bit, trying to get the cake over everything, right like that. There you go. And then I'm gonna stick this in the microwave, full power, for 7 minutes. After that first 7 minutes, I'm gonna pull it out. It'll be all cooked. I'm gonna put the other half jar of cherries in, put the rest of my cake mix on top of that, throw it in there for another 7 minutes. And when you come back, we're gonna see a beautiful done upside down cherry cake. So
All
thank you
right.
so much. Hand back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Garrett. That was awesome. We really appreciate having you as one of our chefs on tonight. And you know what? We are going to come right back to you in a little bit, because I know you're going to have number 2, show us the cake, the second version of Garrett tonight. But right now we are going to do more trivia. And so the next trivia question I have for you is birthday trivia. When was the first candles put on the birthday cake? Where, not when and where, when and where. All right. If you get one of them right, or don't you love trivia? It's always so interesting to me. I'm like, that's a good question. When was it? All right. And so go ahead and answer, and I will go ahead and do our next door prize. So Jessica, are we still at 27?
No, Pam, we're at 33.
All right, 33. Yay. All right. Hey, Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 33.
A random number between 1 and 33 is 13.
13. Who's
All
number
right.
13?
Number 13 is Esta with Tina Bradford. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Tina, make sure I get her address and we'll send her out some free Tupperware. Congratulations, Esta. That is awesome. Glad to have you win tonight. And you know what? We are also going to go ahead and give a gift to number 3 as well. So who's number 3, Jessica?
Number 3. Let me see. It's Heather with Diane Smith. Congratulations.
Oh, good. Congratulations, Heather. And Diane, we know you that address. We're excited to send her out some free Tupperware. You know what? This is so cool because you guys, we love to help you have that Tupperware in your hands. It is something that's changed our lives. We love it. And, you know, as you look at a Tupperware bowl, you think it's a Tupperware bowl, but to us, it's a life-changing experience. And, you know, when I joined Tupperware, I was very young. I've been in Tupperware for 39 years. And so I was 6? No kidding. I was very young though. And, you know, when I did join Tupperware, I had no idea what was going to happen in the next few weeks. Even after I joined the business, I was making serious money. We were immediately able to make some big differences and changes in our lifestyle. And it was so exciting because I did not have a car. My husband had a car, but he'd go to work and he's a police officer. I couldn't just go and take off with the car because he was always on call. And so it was so exciting when I earned my first free company car. And I've had a free company car for 39 years of those 39 years. I know it's nuts and crazy, but I want to tell you, it could be you. There's no reason why what's happened in my career in Tupperware couldn't happen for you. So if you're actually at my age right now and you'd like a career change, we'd love to invite you to try out our business. And if you're sitting here watching this tonight and you'd like, I like food and I like organization and I would really like new friends and some great connections, we'd love to have you be on part of the team. We're going to show you the kit a little bit later if you want to stick around for that. That's going to be our last thing we share tonight. But right now, let's go ahead and turn it over to Robin. She is cooking for us tonight. And Robin is another one of our Tupperware chefs. Take it away, Robin.
Hello, it's me, Robin. And I just want you, number one, to notice that I'm fancy. Look how fancy I am.
You are fancy.
I put on jewelry. I'm not a very fancy lady, but today I'm fancy for you. So anyways, I want to show you about the hamburger press because I actually have had one for years and years and years, and then I got a new one. But I'm on Weight Watchers, and they recommend turkey breast, chicken breast, but I'm not a fan of turkey burgers. I've gotten them in the store pre-made and I wasn't a big fan. And then I started making my own and they're so delicious. So I wanted to talk to you about it. So this is a 1.25 pounds of Purdue, doesn't matter what brand it is, ground turkey. And it is, I want to say it's probably extra lean because I try to get it as lean as possible. And that I just chopped it up because I get bored easily. And so the whole time Garrett was making his delicious cake, I chopped that up. But I have that in my Wonderlair bowl. If you don't have a set of Wonderlair bowls, you need at least one, maybe two. But I do love those. And that was the bowl that started it all. And Earl Tupper invented that bowl a good 76 years ago. And that lid that is liquid and airtight, and it's sitting over here, is designed after a paint can. There's some trivia for you. But anyways, I also have my chopper, and this is not the current one. The current one is supersonic. Mine is just regular sonic, I believe. But I have about 1/4 of an onion in here. You could put more, but I wanted to add some extra stuff. And this is my, just a secret. I had some leftover broccoli. Leftover broccoli. If you need to hide veggies into something, this is one way you could do it. It works better in beef because it doesn't show as much, but this was cooked. We had this a couple days ago. We had steamed it, and I'm just going to add that within here to the chopper with my onions, and it's going to make it extra delicious and more nutritious because in Weight Watchers, when you add a cup of vegetables, it gives you a point back. So then you get extra points for Garrett's cake is my thought. So I may have overfilled this. We're just gonna pretend like you didn't see that. I tend not to follow instructions, and I just do what I want because I'm Robin Vanderwagen. And now all you got to do, I don't have to mess with my cutting board. I just got to pull this a few times. And in my burgers, I like my onions chopped up nice and small because then it keeps the burger more together. So it makes it stay together better. So we're putting our onions and our broccoli in here. You could see it's cut nicely. I probably didn't need to chop it that much. I really chopped the heck out of that broccoli.
I think you only pulled 6 times.
Did I? Is that it? I always
6 or 7.
Be careful with these. These are scary. I'm afraid of blades. If you don't know me, number 1, I'm super fancy. Number 2, I'm afraid of blades. And number 3, I don't like to touch meat, any kind of meat, not even lunch meat. So you will see how amazingly I can make burgers without ever touching this meat. I'm just that good. It probably would be quicker if I did touch it, but no, I'm not going to. So there we go. All right, we got a good look. Now we've got our veggies in there. We've got our meat, and I want to add some seasonings. Now I've got three things that I'm putting into this. And I have them all pre-measured. I love that I can pre-measure it and set them flat and not have to worry about dumping them over. Unless it's vanilla, I can always dump vanilla. I don't know why. It's a problem I have. But this is 1 teaspoon of garlic salt. That's not granulated garlic and not garlic powder. That is a teaspoon of garlic salt. I like garlic. And if you've never seen our measuring spoons, the sizes are imprinted right into the plastic, so it's not going to wear off. I also have an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. This is just plain old ground pepper. And did you know, fun fact, I learned this from Pam Matheny Clift, that an 1/8 teaspoon is a pinch. So when you hear a pinch of pepper, it's an 1/8 teaspoon. Not all measuring sets have the 1/8 teaspoon, but Tupperware does. And finally, I have a 1/2 teaspoon of Lowry seasoning salt. It might end up being too salty, but I just wanted to use garlic salt instead of granulated garlic. So we'll see. Maybe not. It should be fine. If it isn't, next time we'll use less. But besides these being awesome and very accurate, I also love our measuring spoons because they all clip together. And so I don't have to go searching for them normally, unless they don't get put, together. So because of my fear of it's not a fear. I'm not afraid of touching meat. I just don't like to. I don't like the way meat feels. I'm going to stir this up real quick, and I'm going to demonstrate the press for you. It doesn't take, because I chopped it up nice, it doesn't take a heck of a lot to stir it, but you do want your seasonings mixed in there. And if you're like me, you might want a little extra pepper. So I do like my pepper. That was those salt and pepper shakers. How many of you have them? If you have them, give me some hearts in the comments. How many of you had them in the past and need a set now? You could give just a smiley face, I think. I think that would be good, or a thumbs up. And that was one of my first purchases as a Tupperware lady, was my hourglass salt and pepper shakers. It was actually my first purchase. So you can see I've got in the turkey, the broccoli shows more. So you might want to put cauliflower in there. Then it wouldn't show. They wouldn't notice it. But I had broccoli left over. We like to use our leftovers. Now, we've got multiple parts with our hamburger press. So it comes with this ring here that you need, the little plunger. It comes with the keepers, and it also comes with a seal that I'll show you later. But my mother, when she got the hamburger press, I don't know that she had multiple keepers. It seems to me that she just had one, and it wasn't really a keeper. But that was a long, long, long time ago. And she always used wax paper, and so I tend to as well. That is not a necessary thing, but I put my wax paper in, I put my ring in, and then we're going to make use of our scoops because Robin doesn't like to touch meat. And I want about 1/4 pound, which I've determined is about 1.5 scoops. So a scoop turned out to be about 2.5 ounces. So I'm going to put another 1/2 scoop in there. Let's make that a 1/2 scoop. And that should be roughly 1/4 pound. And then you could put a piece of wax paper on top too, but the turkey doesn't tend to stick. The beef, I think it does, especially with what I'm going to show you in a second. And then when you press it down, you just want to be sure to press it nice and evenly so that your burger isn't squishy, it's flat on, thin on one side and thick on the other. And that's it. And it turns out nice and round. Don't know where to sit this guy. Set him in there. And it looks just like it was store-bought. Look, so that's a nice thickness, and that will grill up. The turkey burgers, they don't shrink, so it's going to be this same size. They don't shrink very much. It'll be this same size, and it'll be nice and firm, and that's going to be delicious with those seasonings. Now, if I were not going to be eating these the second I get off of this video, I keep the wax paper in there, and then you can seal it with your seal. And then as you make more turkey burgers, you just stick those onto the bottom. Each one has an airtight seal, and they just stack up together. You put those in your fridge or your freezer to save them for whenever you're ready to have your turkey burgers. It's especially nice if you buy your meat in bulk, because then you can go ahead and cook what you're eating and then freeze what you are not going to be eating. So But I do want to show you one more thing because not everybody likes turkey. Not everybody's keen on that. This, I do have to say, those turkey burgers are really, really good. But I already mixed up some beef as well. And this is lean ground beef. And as you can see, I used the broccoli in it as well. I used about 1/4 of an onion. This was 1 pound of beef. I used 1/4 of an onion. I used some broccoli. I filled up my little chopper, chopped it up, put it in there. Then I added 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce and a teaspoon of the Lowry's, I mean, not the Lowry's, I'm sorry, of the garlic salt. And it was so good. We already ate one. I ate one actually after we already started here. But I just want to show you my little fancy burgers that we made tonight. So I'm going to bring this into the screen. There we go. So I started again. I used 2 sheets of wax paper for this. I just cut it in half. Started with that. I need my scoop. We're cross-contaminating, but in our house, we don't care. And these are a little bit bigger because of my secret that I'm about to show you. So I used a nice full scoop. Put that in the right one. And then I pressed this flat. You could use probably a little less than I just used, but this is for Glenn. We want to give him a nice big burger. So get that nice and pressed out. And that's just so nice because now it's not going to stick at all. And here's our fun part. So I got this. This is, I want to say, the 12-ounce tumbler and my slice of cheese. And I'm going to make my nice little circle here. And this is extra fun because the chef gets snacks when you're making them this way. So these little corners, they're your chef snacks. And you can have those while you're cooking. It's allowed because they're chef snacks. And you want to get your cheese directly in the center of that burger, like so, because we want the second scoop of meat to seal that burger shut. And this is the part where this wax paper is really necessary because when I found, I don't want to touch it. I found that, there we go, that the beef in that second layer kept sticking to my plunger. So I determined that it was necessary. So this I'm pressing extra hard.
Robin, I'll give you a hint. If you're smashing that burger and you twist at the same time, it doesn't stick. So you smash and spin.
Smash and twist like that?
Smash and spin. Yes. Smash and spin.
Now I put I didn't center my beef. So I'm going to add a little, I actually may not have put enough in that second scoop. But anyways, so now you've got your cheesy surprise in the middle of your burger. And we already ate one, Glenn and I, and it was so good. But there's my little fun party burger. So we're having a birthday party. Everybody's making cake except for me. But Mother's Day was the same way. We had a cookout for Mother's Day. So burgers were on the menu.
I think this is an adorable idea.
Oh, it was so much fun. They were so good. And I actually just made this up. So
I know. I love it with the tumbler cutting the cheese. That's so smart.
Oh, and it worked well. I tried first with the 16 ounce, but it was harder to get it to seal on the sides. So you just want to make sure after you press it, you just want to make sure that there's no cheese sticking out the sides when you put it on your grill.
Gosh, it's so cute.
And it was so good. And you don't notice the broccoli. If you have trouble getting your kids to eat vegetables, here, hon, we got the next one ready. We're still eating dinner. If you're having trouble getting your kids to eat their vegetables, this is one way you can hide their vegetables in there. And like I said, broccoli kind of shows, but you don't really taste it. I love broccoli, so it doesn't matter to me. But you could always use cauliflower. You could use any kind of vegetables. You could stick anything in there. If you want to add some flavor, get some peppers in there and all kinds of things. But those are my two little meat.
I love it. And you know what? I agree with you 100% about the turkey burgers. I never like a turkey burger unless we make them at home. And they're so good when you do it. I mean, when you ground your own meat or have your buy ground turkey meat and put your seasoning and spices in it. But I'm not a turkey burger fan.
No.
So making them at home. So you're 100% right. Thank you so much, Robin. That was amazing and adorable demo. Appreciate you.
Very much.
All right. And so now we are ready for our trivia answer. You're welcome. Our trivia answer. So who's got the answer to our question, Jenny? Anybody win? Anybody get close?
No, but we did have a couple Germanys.
Oh, good. So it is Germany. And what was the year, Jenny?
Year was.
It's 1746.
Thank you.
Wow. 1746. We were just all babes, right? All right. So that is pretty exciting. So let's do a random draw. And so how many people we have on now, Jessica?
34.
34. Okay. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. Give me a random number between 1 and 34.
Between 1 and 34 is 23.
23.
All right. Number 23 is Stacy with Robin. Congratulations.
Oh, Robin, you had a winner. Okay, so Stacy, we need your name and number. Make sure Robin sends it in to us so we can give you free Tupperware. All right. And so now we're going to take it back to Garrett real quick. Are you ready for us, Garrett?
Yes, it just came out, and so we're gonna try to turn it over. And the best part too, I almost totally forgot to mention it. So, this is it when it comes out of the microwave, all cooked up and looking good. So you can always use a regular plate to flip it over and turn it upside down and everything. But what I like to use to turn this over is to use our top. Use the top portion, which is a 3/4 quart dish, which you can actually cook your own little cake in. It's little pie, little cakes as part of your dinner. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it over and flip and give it a little jiggle so we can get it to come loose.
You need to do that and sing the song, Wiggle It just a little bit. And you have to.
And of course, it's just right. It's falling out all over the place. And then I'm going to wiggle the cone out.
Oh, that looks delicious. Oh, how pretty.
Not spill it all over my house. But I can tell you the rest of my family is dying at the moment because they want some cake. So happy birthday to Tupperware. This is my birthday cake for Tupperware.
All right. That looks so yummy. And I love that. Looks so good. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your dump cake with us. Appreciate it. Thank you, Garrett. Okay. And so let's go back to more trivia. So our next trivia question is, who had the most expensive birthday cake, birthday party? Who had the most expensive birthday party in history? And so go ahead and throw your answers in there. And we're going to jump over to Miss Amy. Her to tell us when would you be interested?
Awesome. Thanks, Pam. All right. So I absolutely love this set. I'm going to tell you why you're going to love this set too, because it has a little bit of everything in it. All right. It has your storage for your fruits. It has some storage for in your freezer. It has some storage for in your pantry, and it has our on-the-go items and a couple of towels. If you don't know about these towels are amazing. You need to ask your consultant about them and get those because they hold 2 cups of water. All right, which is great for when you're drying your dishes, or maybe you have like somebody who has a spill, right? Because spills happen, accidents happen, and so it will soak up all of that water, and there are no tears when we can clean it all up, right? But anyway, I absolutely love this stuff, and it helps so many people save money and save time. Remember how I was talking about those premium products, those kitchen helpers, right? Though this is one of those, and so you got a little taste from Robin, right, with our little chopper, and so hers is very, very, very similar. Like this one is just kind of like supersized, right? I guess you could say supersized. So they pumped it up. It's supersonic now, and it is amazing. It is crazy sharp though, so you have got to be careful, all right, when you get this. Now the blade cover, it does come off. I do recommend always using that, but this is great for chopping up those onions and those vegetables. It's great for chopping up nuts, and it's great to have your kids kids, if you're like me, I do have 3 kids. Okay. And I love to have them in the kitchen with me and helping me. And this is one of those ways that they can help. And when I started selling Tupperware, I had them help me. When I started selling Tupperware, my older 2 were just 2 and 4. And so they did a lot of stirring, of things and helping me pour things, but they never helped me chop things until I started selling Tupperware, because that's when I started getting these choppers. All right. So this is the big one. This is actually the supersonic. Yeah. Supersonic chopper. I can't remember the name. I know this is compact, and then there's one in between these, and that's called tall, but for some reason I'm having a brain fart right now. So on here, there are these little things that you line up, right? With this, I am having a heck of a time with names today, aren't I? All right, anyone else ever like that? Or is it just me? Okay, so there are little notches on here. So you're just gonna line those up with your notches, and then you're gonna lock it into place. There is also a awesome silicone ring on the bottom so that it doesn't slide all over the place when you have this on your counter and you are chopping with it. All right, so this thing you can chop in here. You can make your salsas in here. If you if you want to have your own party in home, we can come to you, okay, and make a yummy salsa in this, or maybe a margarita, or one of my other favorite things is dill pickle dip. Some really, really yummy. All right, and super fun and super easy. So that's what we need. We need quick and easy and fun in this house. But you can also chop up your meat in here. So I shred my chicken in here all the time. Just last night, I made for dinner, we had in our stack cooker, the one that Garrett just did his cake in, and I did my cake in earlier today. I did my chicken over top of that cone, and it just fell apart. And then if I have leftover chicken, so I can shred it now up in here, and super easy. And if you wanted to, you can even do your cake mix in here. We have some really easy cake mixes. You don't have to do, the really fancy cake mix all the time. So you can always do, it's just 1 can of pop, all right, and 1 cake mix. So you pour your cake mix in here. Actually, you want to put your can of pop in here first, and then your cake mix on top of it, and you whip it up, and it'll mix it up for you really nicely. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going, you're probably like, well, when it fizz out, because I kind of thought that the first time. Why am I having problems with this? It's just one of those nights, I guess, huh? But anyway, you put this on top and you just pull this like 3 times and it is mixed. And then you can use your spatula to take it out, all that wonderful mix out, and bake it up in what, 8 to 10 minutes? Amazing. So all of this, it values at like $410. Actually, it's probably more than that now, but and you can get it for just $120. It's crazy because this alone right here is about $100. The set here is $100. So for 20 more bucks, what do you got? You got, what's the best that could happen, right? You come in, you have a great discount, you come in and you have a lot of wonderful Tupperware. You come in, you make some money, you make some friends, and you get gifts too. So there's tons of rewards when you have Tupperware. All right, back to you, Pam.
Thank you so much. Amy, you did a great job, and don't worry about your forgetting the name of a product. They change those names on us from time to time too. So, all right. So thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this evening. Jessica, how many people do we have on right now?
Hi, everyone. We have 36.
36. Okay. And so the answer to our last trivia question was, okay, our answer is,
I've got it.
Okay, go ahead. Sultan and
The Sultan of Brunei. And it was his 50th birthday party. It lasted 2 weeks and it cost $27.2 million.
whoa, 27.2 million. That's a little above my budget, but we'd have a good time because I'd invite you all. All right. And so congratulations. Did anybody come close?
Somebody actually knew it was the Sultan of Brunei, and then my favorite guest though was Susan Clark. She said Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, right? All right, that sounds legit. All right, and so guys, this has been fun. We've got 37 people on. Let's do a door prize. And so, hey Siri, give me a random number. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. She's not paying attention. Hey Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 36.
A random number between 1 and 36 is 19.
19.
All right, number 19 is Carol with Debbie Morris. Congratulations and
Oh,
welcome.
good. All right, congratulations, Carol. We're going to get a free Tupperware out to you. And how many hosts do we have on tonight, Jessica?
11.
All right. And so right before I give away our host door prize, I just want to tell you, if you decide tonight that you'd like to be part of our team, tell your Tupperware lady tonight, because if you go in the system this evening, we want to give you a birthday present too and send you some free Tupperware. And so as long as you sign up, your Tupperware lady just needs to let Jenny and I know. Jenny helps me out on these, and we'll send it out to you. Okay. And so, Jessica?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. Give me a random number between 1 and 7.
A random number between 1 and 7 is 6.
6. Who's number 6, Jessica?
We have 11 hosts on. Sorry. You
Oh,
might
wait
not
a second. Now we're going to have do door prizes. Okay. Hey, Siri. Give me a random number between 1 and 11.
Random number between 1 and 11 is 11.
All right. Number 11 and number 6 are both winners. So who
All
are they?
right. It's Jennifer with Robin, and then we have Amanda with Robin. So congratulations.
Woo, Robin, you're on a roll tonight. All right. We like to give away double presents anyways. It's birthday month. Why not, right? All right. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next Tuesday. We're doing the same thing. More recipes, more ideas, more fun right here. Tuesday at 8 o'clock. So, okay. Bye. Yay. Good job, Garrett. Thank you for your help. Good job, Robin. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
This is easy, Garrett. You have to do it again with us.
Oh my gosh,
I will
this
be
is so
happy to do
good.
it again, but you know what? The nerves were hitting me this time. But
I
I'll get over
don't know why.
You
You
did
are so
awesome.
likable, Garrett. You just need to relax with that because that's totally not necessary.
It's just a something I have to get over. It's a fear I
Yeah.
have to get over. That's
The more
it.
you do it, the better it'll get and the easier it is. You're absolutely a natural and you're very endearing. People want to listen to you. They want to hear from you. They want to see what you're talking about.
Oh, awesome.
So,
Well, thank you. So,
You've
yeah,
got
and
some
I keep on
legitimacy
saying
going
yes.
on there.
So you just keep on asking and I'll keep on saying yes. That way I'll
Okay.
keep on doing good at
Okay.
it.
That sounds great. And Robin, you're such a natural. You're so fun.
Well, thank you.
We love your personality and it just works perfect.
I have an extra keeper, so I'm putting my extra onions in there.
All right. All right. Thank you, Amy and Jessica and Jenny for being our superstar directors on tonight, helping us out. You make life so much easier and better. And we always appreciate all your help. So thank you, ladies.
Pam.
Uh-huh.
All
Bye-bye.
right, guys. Have a
I'm not
good
going to go to
Bye.
the picnic.
Great job,
I want a
everybody.
piece of that cake.